It has been a few years since Wyze moved away from being a purely hardware based company that gave you everything for free, relying more on a monthly subscription for some of their key features. It has also been a few years from the last time I checked in on all the different plans that Wyze offers and what you get with each of them. I'm Wanderer 001. We have a lot to cover. Let's get into it. Starting off, we could see we're doing our Wyze holiday sales event, and Wyze does offer a decent amount of products that vary, but they got their start with their cameras, and they have improved them quite a bit from the originals that came out. However, they've also started doing subscription plans. They do allow you to compare and contrast between the 4 plans that they have. And yes, I say 4, even though there are only 3 showing here. And that's primarily because, first, you actually can use their cameras completely for free after you purchase them. The problem with utilizing only their free plan is that, 1, you have no event recording to the cloud. You only get an image thumbnail. So as you can see here, this camera does not have a Wyze subscription. I see a thumbnail, and then I have to go to the SD card to scrub to try and find the event that just happened. Also, speaking of event recording, without a subscription, you have a 5-minute trigger delay in between your events, and this cannot be changed. So if an event happens and you want to be notified more rapidly, you cannot if you're doing the free plan. Likewise, on the free plan, you can do multi-cam timeline. However, it will not be a live feed. It will only be thumbnails of those camera feeds. You also get motion detection, sound detection, and that's it. You are limited to pretty much every type of motion event and every type of sound event for free, even though the camera is capable using Wyze's system to tell more. And that is where we come into our first level, Cam Plus. This is only for a single camera, as you can see here. If you want to have multiple cameras, you have this option over here, which we'll talk about. But you can buy up to 3 Cam Plus subscriptions. So you can have this for 3 different cameras. So what else do we get? We have our app view and web for live streaming. The application is pretty much straightforward. You open it up, it'll show you a live view. This web portion is visible over here. So right here, we can see this particular camera has the live view. You could tell because it's got a countdown timer going right there. This camera does have a Wyze Cam subscription. Now, if I enlarge this, we could see it in real time. It's a little distorted when I bring it into this full screen mode, but that's because this is the doorbell camera and not one of their higher res cameras. If you want to see what happens with a non-subscription, this is what happens. Here is the clip that you can see on the web. Just like over here, you can see the clip. It'll give you the date and time. But if I try and open it, it's telling you, hey, you need to upgrade. That also includes events. If I come over here, this is all through the web. You can pull this up in the application as well. You can see there's the event. It tells you it's a picture, it's a person. If I click on it, you're just going to see a still frame. Unlike if I clicked on one of these other events, this one here, it'll show me exactly what's going on. So I could access this if I wasn't by my phone. You also have the ability to search via date. You can change your camera. Notice my front doorbell is the only one that has the subscription. You can limit what you want to see. You can select person faces. You need a upgrade, which I'll talk about later. So that's friendly faces, and then other detection types. So since I have this on my doorbell, I can say, show me pet and show me package, and then view. And what it will do is it'll limit what it shows to a package or a pet. This one here is package and a person, which is why it's showing both. But the big thing is the live feed versus your still frame here. And I was just talking about live streaming our apps. With the upgraded Cam Plus, you get access to motion alerts for sound and motion, but person, package, vehicle. This is pretty much standard on a lot of other cameras, but you got to pay for it with Wyze. Likewise, you have event recording. The camera that I showed you that was locked and only had the still frame does not have a Cam Plus subscription. So you have to go back to the SD card to find whatever was recorded. Here with Cam Plus, you get 14 days unlimited event storage. And here you have multi-camera timeline, but it's not just a thumbnail, it's a video feed. What you also don't see here, and I don't know why they don't do it for this comparison page, is with Cam Plus, you get no cooldown trigger time. The sound detection that you get is also for meowing, barking, talking, crying, breaking glass, and another sound that I won't say for YouTube to not get demonetized. And that's all within Cam Plus. But once you start paying for a subscription to Wyze, you also get exclusive subscriber discounts, meaning you can get some of their stuff on sale at a cheaper price just because you pay for Cam Plus. Cam Plus is also where you can take advantage of smart detection. So I said person, pet, vehicle, but you can also set up notifications where it's just show me persons at my door. This way you don't get every motion event. With that out of the way, yes, you can see you can pay $3 a month or $20 annually for Cam Plus. Is that worth it? I mean, they do pack in a lot of the things that you would expect a smart camera to do for a cheap price. Let's come over to Cam Unlimited. They're letting you know this is their most popular option at $9 a month or $100 a year. What you get with that is unlimited Wyze cameras. You have access to the web just like you did before. You have access to all their motion alert and AI stuff. You also get the 14-day unlimited cloud events. You're going to start seeing where it separates itself from the one camera solution. And that is Friendly Faces. This is their AI system, which allows the camera to say, hey, that's not just a person, that's Wanderer 001 walking through frame, or that's Wanderer's wife walking through frame. You also get home and away modes, which can automatically arm and disarm your cameras. You leave the premise, your cameras can either automatically turn themselves on or turn themselves off, going into a lockdown mode. You also have access to advanced automation features if you have a lot of other Wyze products. Is the pay bump worth it? Unlimited cameras is nice, but some of these other features are offered with other manufacturers for free, or do you really need them? Moving up, we have their newest, which is Cam Unlimited Pro. For $20 a month or $200 a year, you have the same for most of this up front. Here, you have 60 days of unlimited storage. You get the multicam, the Friendly Faces, the home/smart away, but now you get descriptive alerts, meaning not only will it tell you a person was seen, this is a person with this color shirt was seen. You get access to AI video search. Show me the person with the red shirt. And you have emergency dispatch based on sounds or events that the camera might pick up. This is definitely more useful if you're going to be using this as a first alert type monitoring service. There is one last plan option that's not noted here, and that is Cam Plus Lite. And part of the reason that it's not here is because if you're watching this video in the future or when it goes live, it's not something that's really offered to anybody anymore. This was for original Wyze customers who purchased products early on and were promised AI detection and cloud storage for life. But it's for the life of the hardware. So it only works for a small number of cameras. The OG, the original outdoor camera, the Cam version 2, the Cam version 3, and the Cam Pan version 1 and 2. These are the only cameras that this pay your own price service will work with. Now, there's also an end date associated with it, which I'll show you here so that you know that they're going with it's for the life of the hardware, but that also tells you that they have an expected life expectancy to their specific hardware. So if you go back and find out when those original cameras came out, you can estimate what Wyze feels the lifespan of your camera should be. As far as the subscription service goes, Wyze does remain to be one of the cheapest out there. And despite keeping some features that other manufacturers offer for free behind a paywall. If you like Wyze hardware and don't mind paying for some services that it offers, then their subscription service is not terrible overall and does help to keep the company going. So it's a ethos thing. If you really want to support and get behind Wyze, then the subscription service helps. But as stated several times before, there are other manufacturers that give you the same options completely free. I'll have links to some of those manufacturers at the end of this video. If you appreciate the time and effort that goes into making comprehensive videos like this, make sure to hit that like button to help other people find the video as well. If you like what I'm doing here and want to be notified of my next review, hit that subscribe button. Still not sure if the Wyze subscription is something you want to pay for? On screen now, you'll see 2 other camera reviews that I've done that don't require a subscription to access a lot of the features that Wyze makes you pay for, so that you can make a more informed decision for yourself.